Today we are making a Queso Blanco casserole. So this is a new white queso dip that is delightful on its own, but we are making it into a casserole. So I've got already browning on the stove top. I've got some ground beef. I'm going to use my meat separator, and we are going to break that all up and get that cooked up to add to our casserole. They're quite nicely all broken up within the pan. I'm going to reduce the heat just a little bit while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. So I have already 3 cups of pasta cooked in my multi-purpose steamer. Let me show you. 3 cups of pasta. And then to make the queso, we are going to take 1.5 cups of milk. There's 1.5. Our prep bowls are fabulous for measuring. Love them. They can hold so much. The silicone lids go on tightly. I'm just going to add in this queso so you can see what I'm doing. And then this just goes in the microwave. You can make it on the stove top. I'm doing it in the microwave today for ease of this demo. So I would love to hear in the comments below what you are most excited to see with this new catalog. There are so many flavors, so I would love to hear what your favorites are. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave. We're going to do a minute at a time and then give it a stir in between. And now check our ground beef, which is coming along nicely. So I have already made this casserole once for my family in my test kitchen once my lunch kit arrived, and it was a hit. Normally when I buy my ground beef, I buy it at Costco and I buy the big pack. I take half of it, portion it out in Ziploc bags and freeze it flat. So I've got ground beef ready to go. The other half I cook up. I fry it up with some 3 onion and whatever vegetables I might have on hand. Usually it's some grated carrot or some leftover coleslaw. Throw it in till it's all cooked down, and then again I wait for it to cool, and then I throw it individually into Ziploc bags and portions, and then I can just pull it out of the fridge, or out of the freezer. And the last time I made this casserole, it came together super fast because I had the pasta cooked. I pulled a thing of ground beef out of the freezer, and then it was ready to go. So we're just going to give this a stir at the 1 minute mark. It's a 4-cup prep bowl that I'm using, but it's a powerful microwave and I don't want anything to boil over. Oh, and the cat is feeling very lonely. He may join us in some of our videos this week. We'll see. So put that in for another minute while we get our ground beef, which is almost browned up, so that's good. But I would love for you to share with me what you are hoping to see, what you are excited to see. This is what we're doing, the Queso Blanco. The ingredients include cheddar cheese, buttermilk, sodium phosphate lactic acid, cornstarch, garlic, and cumin. So it has a deeper, more robust flavor. The cumin gives it a nice earthy flavor. And then to that, we're going to be adding some Monterey Jack cheese. This is Monterey Jack with jalapeno, and it is really good. So this ground beef is nearly done, which is good because my queso is nearly done. So we'll let that finish browning. We'll give this another stir. This is seriously how easy this dip is to make. I have made it 4 times since it arrived in my test kitchen, and let me tell you, it has been every single time. So I'm just going to add my cheese into it so it melts in for the last minute of cooking in the microwave. Pop it back in. All right. right, give this ground beef a final few stirs, and that's it. That's how easy it is to put this together. What we're going to do is I'm going to serve everything in this multi-purpose pot, or in the perfect pan. So once the ground beef is perfectly brown, which it's almost there. This is a lean ground beef, so there's not very much fat to drain off. I'm going to add in the pasta, and then I'm going to add in the queso, and that's it. It's ready to go. If you wanted to do a little bit more casserole style, you could put it in a casserole dish, put some more grated cheese, and toss that in the oven until it gets a little bubbly. But it is fantastic. 4 seconds left. All right, so we'll give this a final stir, and then we'll assemble everything. And it smells so good. I can smell the cumin. I can smell some garlic in there as well. Fabulous. All right, so we're going to add in our pasta. Try not to spill pasta all over the stove top. Stir that in, and then pour in our queso. There we go. And I've got everything in the pan. Turn our heat off and give it all a stir, and we are ready to go. This meal is going to be a delicious meal, and I can't wait. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen. Please come back and see what we've got.